called Isabella and I'm here today at Bang Zoom Entertainment. This is where they record all the voices for those major animations that you know of, like Transformers and Pokemon. I'm gonna go and meet the people who do the voices. Come on! So I'm about to go into a real recording studio. Come on. Special floors and special things on the walls so the sound doesn't echo and doesn't sound all hollowy and it sounds perfect like you're in the animation. So many wires to attach to all the microphones.
Hello, Isabella.
Hello. And that's where they do all the maybe changing of voices, making them higher, quieter, lower, and changing them all up and editing them all together. And here I stand in the light of day. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Bet you didn't see that coming. Hey, I'm here with Kyle Abear, who is Ryu in Wreck-It Ralph. Hey Kyle.
Hi, how's it going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Great, having a blast.
Have you always known you wanted to be a voiceover actor?
Absolutely, since I was probably age 8 or so, watching Bugs Bunny and Looney Tunes and all that. That's kind of when the seed was planted that I wanted to do voiceover for animation. Being on the stage wasn't for me. I knew a lot of my actor friends always wanted to do that sort of thing, but I always stumbled and got nervous and I had trouble remembering dialogue. And with voiceover, your script is always in front of you. And it doesn't matter what you look like. You can be any size, shape, whatever. And if you can act, and in some cases, have different types of voices and characters, then that just opens up a whole new world. It's really exciting.
You've got the perfect face for voiceover.
Right. I have a perfect face for radio. I did broadcasting too.
Absolutely perfect.
Thank you.
Who was your favourite character that you've ever been in an animation?
Well, I'll tell you, being Ryu in Street Fighter is what led to being in Disney's Wreck-It Ralph. But if I had to go back and say, where did it all begin? My first big gig was Dragon Ball Z.
No way! I just have to ask you some inside questions about Ralph.
Yeah.
Is he really that scary, or is he like that big?
Well, he's a bad guy, but he's not really a bad guy. He's kind of a good guy. But as a character, he's a big lug, but he's got a big heart too. And, I just love that about him.
And does he really give cherries to those homeless people who've lost their games?
Poor Hubert. Absolutely. He's, again, it goes back to having a big heart and helping those less than fortunate video game characters that didn't really survive.
It's pretty cool. Now, aside from rap, what's your favourite accent to do?
Well, I love your accent. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very, very nice. And I love opportunities to play with dialects and everything. So I'd like to work on my British accent, or sometimes, because I'm originally from Texas, I do a southern twang sort of thing. Well, I'm walking here. What are you doing? Get out of here. I could be from the Bronx if you want.
What's he talking about? I'm going to give you a little character and you can tell me and show me the voice that you think it's going to be.
Yes.
So, a little mouse, and she has little spectacles and she's holding a notebook. What do you think her voice would be?
Maybe she might have a British accent, but then a Cockney accent. Maybe not as refined or educated because she comes from a poor family. I really like to teach my children and my grandchildren something they could use and all that sort of thing. That's what comes to my mind when I hear your description of that character.
I had no idea that such a big man could do such a little voice. He's very talented. I can really imagine him doing that voice.
Nice little quavering to the voice, and she's very elderly, and maybe she doesn't have her dentures anymore. I think I'll go. Oh no.
Thank you very much, Kyle.
Certainly. Thank you.
Woohoo!
He's really cool with a K. Hey everybody, I'm here today with Melissa Maybe, and that is her last name. I'm not saying that that's Maybe her name. And she's a voiceover actress, and I'm going to be asking her a couple of questions. Hey Melissa.
Hey!
What's your biggest animation you've ever been in?
That would have to be Frozen.
Well, what character were you in Frozen?
I was Villager number 3.
Cut. What inspired you to become a voiceover actress?
Truthfully, watching Sesame Street. I love the character voices, and I do a little puppeteering as well. So I love the character voices, and I love the different emotions that they give to the kids and interact and everything. So,
What's your favorite character?
Cookie Monster.
Really? Cookie Monster? And when you're getting ready for doing a part, do you have to work out your whole body or just your voice?
Really just my voice.
Do you have any techniques for warming up your mouth and voice?
Yes, I do a high-low, so like a
Interesting.
Do you want to try the high-low?
What?
That was good! That was great!
I went quiet to loud and then loud.
That was good though, you got a great head voice all the way down to your chest. That was great.
These faces.
Awesome. Cool. Your mom's gonna love it when you start practicing that around the house.
Clap along.